worshiping another god, fucking kill him. But I'm reasonable. Double check, make sure it's true.
I hate this book. I hate this book. I hate this book. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. If someone worships the sun or moon, murder them.
Man, that's fucking whack. Because the sun and the moon are super neat.
Have we talked about cities of refuge?
You gotta be fucking kidding.
Why does it hurt so bad? Why? This is an old book. Very. This is like one of the old books. Yes. What? That's in the book? That's not in the fucking book.
The next section is rights of the firstborn, which is if a man, say a man's married to two ladies, and he loves one of the ladies and he doesn't like the other one.
Oh, like fucking what's her face and what's her face?
Yeah, the ugly one and the hot one.
Yeah,
the guy couldn't figure out what was what.
Wasn't there was the hot one and then the other one who was ugly except she had nice eyes.
She had nice eyes. So
he was like Leah and someone.
Yeah. Sarah, Rebecca, something like that. Either way. So if the wife that he hates has a son first, he is not allowed to not treat that son as his firstborn, even though he hates his mom.
Didn't that fucking happen though?
Yeah, I think that's probably why they're bringing it up.
With that exact situation, wasn't there like a kid named like Dudley or some shit? And like it was just like, hello, father, I'm your firstborn. And he's like, no, you're not. You're fucking ugly. He's like, mother, I'm the firstborn. And mom's like, yeah, dude, this is like my kid, firstborn. Like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'll give him like a
it was
goat
Abraham.
Or a horse.
Abraham had Sammy Hagar.
Fucking Hagar, yeah, Hagar. And he like bought her or like took her,
and
or
he dropped her off in the middle of the desert like fucking AI with Haley Joel goddamn Hagar. And they were wandering around and she was sobbing because there was no food or water. And an angel comes down and goes, "What you sad for?"
I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, look it up.
I got too many Bibles in my keyboards all the way over. Bible Hagar is what I'm typing in. Ishmael? Was that the kid's name?
Yeah, I think it was. Shit, we remember so much. This sucks.
Yeah, it does. Yep, Ishmael was her son.
Yeah.
And Esau. Remember Esau?
Yeah.
I hate this book.
I know. Yeah, because I remember Abraham's wife was like, yeah, because she said bang Hagar because I can't have a kid. And then Abraham did. And then she did have a kid. And she was like, well, now that I have a kid, I fucking hate this piece of shit. Get the fuck rid of him. And then they did. And then God was like, don't worry. Things will be okay for you.
Why did I think his name was Dudley instead of Ishmael? Anyway.
I can't even begin to guess. If somebody has a kid and that kid sucks, you can kill him.
What? Oh, wow.
I'm now going to read you the 3 sentences that break that rule down. Suppose a man has a stubborn, rebellious son who will not obey his father or mother, even though they discipline him. In such cases, the father and mother must take the son before the leaders of the town, and they must declare, this son of ours is stubborn and rebellious and refuses to obey. He is a worthless drunkard. Then all the men of the town must stone him to death.
Wow. Damn. Damn.
Don't be a piece of shit is basically kind of the headline of 22. If you see your neighbor's ox or sheep wandering, don't pretend you don't see it. Take it back to its owner. A woman must not wear a man's clothes and vice versa. That's gross to God. That's not under the piece of shit thing. That's just like the first half is the piece of shit thing where it's like, don't steal people's shit.
God just doesn't like that in particular.
Yeah. If you find a bird's nest on the ground or in a tree, you can eat the eggs, but don't eat the mother.
That seems worse.
Yeah, I know.
It seems way worse.
This one I can't seem to understand, but I'm going to read it to you and see if it makes sense to you.
Mm-hmm.
Every new house you build must have a barrier around the edge of its flat rooftop. That way, you will not bring the guilt of bloodshed on your house if someone falls from the roof.
The only thing I can maybe make sense of that in this fucking stupid fucking...
Like, is it a safety guideline? Like, put something tall so you keep people from falling off the roof?
I think it's a safety guideline. I think it also helps to keep the waters from being muddied with all the rules about murder and accidental murder and all that shit. Because if you don't have the guardrails up, someone could just easily say you push that person off your roof. And then if you just pay someone else enough money, then you got two witnesses, that person can be stoned to death. Yeah.
I'll be completely honest with you. When I first read it, I thought that it was saying like put something that like causes the person falling off your roof to go farther away from your land. Mm-hmm. So that their death doesn't fuck up the vibe of your shit.
Also, if you have the guardrail up, I hate that I am like aware of the laws of the Bible. You put the guardrail up, right? Then someone can't fall off the roof, which means if someone were to fall off the roof, then you would have an unsolved murder, technically, because you wouldn't know what happened. Then you got to lose a fucking cow. Yeah, you put the guardrail up, boom, you get to keep your cows.
Fair enough. All right, cool. Don't plant any, this is just like a weird list of random rules, but some of them are kind of fun. Don't plant any other crop between the rows of your vineyard. If you do, you are forbidden to use either the grapes or the produce of the other crop.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
I know. Fine. Don't plow with an ox and a donkey harnessed together. Don't fucking do it. They're not friends. They don't work together. Different jobs.
Some of this shit could be for efficiency, but I don't know because I'm not a fucking.
Do not wear clothing made of wool and linen woven together.
You can't do that. That's evil.
Put tassels on the four corners of your cloaks,
so you don't sin.
Yeah. If a man marries a lady and then he says she wasn't a virgin, they have to prove she was a virgin. And if they can't prove she was a virgin, then or if they can prove that she was a virgin, then the guy has to pay 100 pieces of silver to the parents because he was a liar, because it's an honor thing. But if he's right, then the lady dies. If a man is discovered committing adultery, both he and the other man's wife die. This is just so much fun. This is the best. Suppose a man meets a young woman, a virgin, who is engaged to be married, and he has sexual intercourse with her. If this happens within a town, you must stone them both to death. The woman is guilty because she did not scream for help. The man must die because he violated another man's wife. If the man meets the engaged woman out in the country and he rapes her, then only he dies. Because you have to assume that she tried to call for help, but there was nobody around.
That's nice.
No, it's not. Because the first half of this, the second half admits it's rape. The first half doesn't admit it's rape, but says she should ask for help. And since she didn't ask for help, she has to die. That's
all bad. I'm just trying to keep sane. Bad.
This is just straight up bad. This is just awful. If a man is caught in the act of raping a young woman who is not engaged, he must pay 50 pieces of silver to her father and marry her, and he's not allowed to divorce her. So just to run that down one more time, rape costs $50. And you have to marry them, and you can't divorce them. Don't bang your mom. That would violate your father. If a man's testicles are crushed or his penis is cut off, he may not be included in the assembly of the Lord.
God does not like mangled dicks. We all know that. That's just classic. How much is a pound of silver worth?
No. 50 pieces of silver. Let's see if I can get a...
No, it says shekels.
Yeah,
that is
not
about
a pound.
A pound and it's about
yeah,
pounds.
1.25 pounds. Yeah, I got you. Sorry.
A pound of silver. Let's figure this out. Ugh. I don't know if this is right or not.
We tried this before and it was difficult, but I'll take whatever.
It's so hard. I mean, this is the clearest I think I've seen it, where 50 shekels is about a pound and a quarter.
Yeah.
Because you said $50, which is generous.
No, silver's relatively valuable.
It is, but a pound is not a whole ton.
It's not.
Pound is very, very little. Actually, no, wait, no, it is.
Yeah,
I was looking. It's weird on Google. No, so it's about $250.
Oh, so worth. Yeah, no, that's perfectly reasonable.
Dude, the thing by pound, it's at $209. So you got about $1.25.
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
$250. Yeah, rape costs $250.
Says the Lord. This book sucks. I fucking hate it.
It's so bad. If a man marries a woman and later discovers something shameful about her and divorces her, and then she goes and marries somebody else, and that guy divorces her or dies, the first husband cannot marry her again because God thinks that's gross.
We're getting real weird with these rules.
Oh, you want to hear weird? It is wrong to take a pair of millstones or even just the upper millstone as a pledge, for the owner uses it to make a living. Kill kidnappers. Bunch of bullshit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of going through this. I'm really just trying to get to one specific thing. No more than 40 lashes ever, because that would humiliate a person. Anything under 40 is not humiliating.
No, of course not.
This is quite possibly. This is my favorite thing in the Bible.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Deuteronomy chapter 25, verse 11.
Okay.
If two Israelite men are fighting and the wife of one tries to rescue her husband by grabbing the testicles of the other man, her hand must be cut off without pity.
Oh my God.
Deuteronomy
Holy fucking shit.
25, 11.
That has got to be the best tattoo. Deuteronomy 25:11.
11 to 12. I'm sorry. 11. To 12.
You got to include 12 because 12 is fucking choice. 12 is the "you shall cut her hand off, show her no pity." Even just Deuteronomy 25:12 is a great tattoo.
I know,
because it's just "you shall cut her hand off, show her no pity."
The way these verses are broken up is very strange.
It doesn't make any sense.
Verse 13: use accurate scales.
We go. Okay, so we go from. If two men are fighting and one of the wives tried to defend her husband by grabbing the other dude's junk, which is an incredibly specific,
it happened one time, and they were like, "There's not a rule for this."
And they're like, "What do we do? Just cut off her hand, I guess. We got to move on to the weight thing."
This was a spitballing session. They got 6 guys together to say, what should the rules be? And every single one of them misunderstood it and thought that this was supposed to be just like we're writing down what we fucking say.
You guys remember that time that Claire grabbed the other dude's nuts because she attacked
we
her
should have fucking cut her hand off. That was fucked up, man.
Yeah, that was fucked up. Do you want to write that down real quick just so we have it on
I think we should
paper?
just be writing all this. We should have been writing all this down, right?
No, it's all been written down, but I just want to make sure.
Down.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that's written down too because I want that on file.
I've written everything down.
Because what if she does it again?
Well, she'll lose a hand.
Well, yeah, she still got both her hands, so we need to
Yeah, no, lower her odds of success.
If she's using her hands for paragraphing, we gotta you gotta get rid of those paragraphing hands.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Believe it or not, we're almost done.
Shit. All right.
Chapter 26, God gets gifts. There's a special speech to say that when God gets his gifts, you have to do it in a certain way. Seriously, if we haven't touched on this already, if you don't listen to the law, he will kill you. Just want to make that clear.
I know. You've made it incredibly clear.
You say that.
Painfully
I'm
clear.
just being sure. Chapter 27. Moses says that they're about to cross the river. It's almost time, guys. We're finally almost about to do this. We're almost going to go to Canaan. It's almost time. We're so close.
Oh my God. I hate you so much. I hate you.
And when you get there, you got to cover a bunch of stones in plaster and write all these rules on them.
Why? What? What?
Yep.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
I said so.
fuck you. What are the goddamn rules? Give me the goddamn rules.
All of them. All the rules.
Which ones, though?
All of them. Verse 3 literally says, write all the terms of the law.
Oh, my fucking God.
Yeah.
So many words.
Yeah.
Really, it's like 7, but you said them so many times that I think it's so many words.
No, it's a lot. It's every rule.
It's every rule. Oh, God, there's so many rules.
This says that you're going to get there's a couple new ones, but if you bang your dad or your mom or your aunt or your uncle or your sister, whatever, you're going to get cursed. You'll also be cursed if you lead a blind person astray on the road.
Wow.
You'll be cursed if you kill a person in secret. You'll be cursed if you accept payment to kill an innocent person. And you'll be cursed if you don't obey the law.
Yep. Sounds good.
And now we are to the super metal thing.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So chapter 28, verse 1 through 15 is the blessing.
Okay.
You'll be blessed and God's going to love you forever. Starting at verse 15. If you refuse to obey or listen to the Lord your God and do not obey all the commands and laws I'm giving you today, all of these curses will come and overwhelm you. You will be cursed in your towns and in the country. You will be cursed with baskets of empty fruit, with kneading bowls empty of bread. You will be cursed with few children and barren fields. You will be cursed with infertile herds and flocks. You will be cursed wherever you go, both coming and going. The Lord himself will send against you curses, confusion, and disillusionment in everything you do until at last you are completely destroyed for doing evil and forsaking me. The Lord will send diseases among you until none of you are left in the land you are about to enter and occupy. The Lord will strike you with wasting diseases, fever and inflammation, with scorching heat and drought, and with blight and mildew. These devastations will pursue you until you die. The sky above you will be as unyielding as bronze, and the earth beneath you will be as hard as iron. The Lord will turn your rain into sand and dust, and it will pour down from the sky until you are destroyed. This goes on until verse 68.
Damn.
Yeah.
So we get 15 verses of like, if you're good, I'll be good to you, blah,
You actually
blah,
get
blah.
14 because 15 is where the fucked up shit starts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you get 14. And then you go from 15 to 68.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually going to pick up at 68 because it's verse 68 and then chapter 29. And it's quite possibly the smoothest transition in the book. Honestly.
Oh, sweet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So verse 68, then the Lord will send you back to Egypt in ships, a journey I promised you would never again make. There you will offer to sell yourselves to your enemies as slaves, but no one will want to buy you. These are the terms of the contract the Lord commanded Moses to make with the Israelites while they were in the land of Moab, in addition to the covenant he made with them in Mount Sinai.
I mean, it's a solid transition, but holy fucking shit.
Yeah. Moses calls the Israelites together again, to go over the situation.
Mm-hmm.
He reviews the covenant. It's an entire chapter of him going, so what's going to happen is you're going to fuck up, and then you're going to be like, what the fuck? And it's going to, because you didn't listen to God. Listen to God. You should listen to God, probably. I'd say listen to God if it was me. If I was pitching ideas, I'd say listen to God. If that was me. But it's you. So
I mean, if I had, what do I know? Just.
I mean, I'm just a guy.
Just a guy who talks to God all the time, constantly.
Is it chapter 30? If you fuck up super bad and all the shit happens that God said was going to happen, if you say you're sorry, God will forgive you and he'll love you again.
Sweet, cool. I mean, he doesn't really love me now, but all right, fine.
Right, yeah, no, but he'll say it. He'll say he does.
That's enough.
He'll do one nice thing and then harp on that forever as though that's what he's been doing most of the time.
Oh, God.
I love kind of verse 11 to 14 because it gets really aggressive and it just says, this is very easy. There's nothing difficult to understand about this, and we're going to nail it down. Two options. Love God
Sure.
Don't die.
I like that option. I like not dying.
Don't love God?
Mm-hmm.
Die. That's it. That's this whole thing. That's what the last 40 pages
was just that.
Was those two things.
And they just say it in like fucking like 3 fucking paragraphs?
I mean, no, they say it in, it takes him 11 to 20 to reiterate it 16 fucking times. But yeah, that's the core concept.
Cool. Great.
Like God, live. Don't like God, die. That's the whole thing. That's it. Chapter 31. Moses is like, all right, guys, it's been a fun time for me. I have enjoyed most of this. It's time for me to die. This is Joshua. I wrote down everything he needs to do. So he's going to nail it. You guys are going to do great. Just remember to love God. Remember, just really, I want to drive this point home. The God that's right there.
Moses. Mm-hmm. Shut your fucking mouth.
I just want to make sure.
Shut it right up. Shut it the whole way up. Entirely.
This is going to go great for you. I'm excited for you.
Shut your fucking mouth. Do you hear me?
Okay,
you hear Moses? No, I need you to hear me now because all you do is say the same 3 things. So Moses, shut your fucking mouth. You stupid man.
One last thing.
No. Oh, I'm going to regret it. I'm going to regret this. I know I'm going to immediately regret this. What is your last thing?
I just want to say that I think you guys are going to do great. And I'm really excited for you. And I'm sorry I can't be there.
No, thank you. That means a lot to me. Actually, that's very nice of you to say.
No, I'm going away now. I'm going away.
You're going to die right now?
I'm going away. I'm going up top of the mountain. I'm going to die. I'm gone.
You're going on top of a mountain to die? Like a cat?
Yeah. No, God kills people on mountains. I'm doing the Aaron thing.
Yeah, God loves mountains. That's true.
So as Moses is strolling off, God pulls him aside. He's like, hey, man, I know you're about to die. It's kind of a send-off. Realistically, in a lot of ways, it's been a struggle for you, and this is kind of a high point. But I just want you to know that as soon as you die, everything is going to go wrong.
What?
These people are going to fuck up so hard. It's actually going to be kind of impressive. I'm going to completely abandon them. Because they're going to piss me off super hard.
I've done so much work.
Yeah, so they're going to ask where I am. I'm not even going to respond. I'm just going to completely ignore them. Because they're going to fuck up really bad. That's what's going to happen.
I've dedicated my entire life to this one thing.
No, I know. And again, that's why I'm saying I'm sorry that I had to kind of, this was a high note for you. And I'm sorry to bring you back down.
We're so close.
But yeah, no, this is not going to work at all. This is going to be a horrible experience for everybody.
Well, fuck you for everything then. Fuck you for absolutely everything.
By the way.
Yeah, what else?
I wrote a song about what's going to happen. Teach it to them.
I'm done. I'm fucking done. This is... I can't keep doing this. This book is the worst.
That song is 4 pages long.
What?
And it's bad. It's really bad.
It'd be cool if he just sung them like Stairway to Heaven. But instead, it's like, there's in no heavens and I will speak here, oh earth, the words of my mouth. Let me teachings fall like rain in my words, descend like dew, like showers on new grass, like abundant rain on tender plants. You said the same thing 5 times. Just successively worse and worse metaphors. Like rain on tender plants, it's like a wet plant. It's like if a blade of grass got wet. I will proclaim. Oh, this is. I'm not. No, because last time I tried to sing a song from the Bible, I got mad and upset. This is stupid.
If you get any madder, I think you're gonna die.
Yeah, no, I'll just collapse, and you'll just be reading this to nobody. And then what's sadder than that?
Not much. So Moses says the entire song to Israel.
Like, this fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah.
This is a bad song.
And then at the very end of it, he's like, take this shit fucking serious.
Okay.
And then verse 48, God's like, okay, seriously, this has gone on long enough, Moses. It is time for you to die for real. And then in chapter 33, Moses blesses everybody.
He's still not dead.
And then it goes on for 2 pages.
Really dragging this thing out, man.
And then in chapter 34, finally, mercifully, Moses dies. And Deuteronomy is over.
I did not think I'd be happy that Moses is dead, but I'm very happy that Moses is dead. He fucking made a whole goddamn meal out of it. Really just milked to the end there for all it was worth.
The blessing is so shitty too.
Oh my
Let
God.
the tribe of Reuben live and not die out.
Oh, what a great blessing. Thanks for that.